We're giving it a straight 10?
For sure. It is so nice. The water, just like the scenery all round.
Welcome to another Gaz Right video and welcome to Fitzroy Island. The team landed in Cairns late last night. We got in about 11:30. We had to wash all our sports kit, so we're up till about 1 a.m. The things you absolutely hate to see. Nice little 6:30 wake up. We're on the boat, 45-minute ferry, lovely little vessel. Health and safety through the roof in comparison to all the boat trips we've been on in the Philippines and stuff, which is good. It was 100 doll hairs there and back, so £50. But yeah, silly views as you can see behind me here. Beautiful water. It's about 26 degrees today, so it's going to be getting cooler and cooler as we go. But we've got a nice little hike on the menu, a little bit of snorkeling, a little bit of nudist beach action, so make sure you stick around for that. So we'll see how that goes down with the General and his Speedo collection. But yeah, it's just an absolutely ridiculous setup for the day. We'll be exploring, checking in any points of the old interest. If you do have any questions, bang it down in the comments. Whilst you're down there, hit that subscribe button. Still en route to 2k subs. Let's get cooking, baby. Activity number one, Fitzroy Island, has been boxed off. It's been the summit hike. Lovely, delicious, flare bit of kit, would highly recommend. Estimated time, 2 hours. Took us 1 hour 45. We stopped at 3 different points just to get the old drone footage, get the old MP4 files just into the old eyes, into the old bones, but well worth it. Obviously there's loads of different stuff you can do here on the island. We're going to try to do it all, that's where we come for the whole day. So a little bit of exploring, a little bit of beach action, a little bit of wildlife, maybe a little bit of snorkeling if we have a few of the old minerals. Hike itself, 2 routes you can do. It's a circular loop, so do you know what I mean? You have to go one way and come down the other, or vice versa, or you can go back on yourself, which I would not recommend. Take the track that goes along the beachfront first and keep going straight, and then round like the left hand side, and you'll come to the lighthouse first. The other way on the way down is super steep and like steps as well, so you don't want to be going up that unless you really enjoy the Stairmaster. The other way was more like a path, more like a track where like a car could potentially drive up in an emergency. So yeah, it was absolutely battering the old calves. So I was coming into my own, flying up there. There's a little bit like a drop plateau where we got the drone up first, flying out, hopefully going into the old eyes as we speak. Plateaus a bit, and then you kind of work your way up to the lighthouse. Beautiful views into the old distance. You've got the sea, you've got a little bit of the old wildlife. Silly drop off there. The lighthouse, unfortunately, no longer in action, game over, Gonski. And then you come back probably like 200 meters just back on yourself, and then you go up to the actual summit. I would say that is pretty bloody steep, to be fair. Both sides, whichever way you do it, there are steps, and it is going to be a little bit tough. Nothing too crazy. If you've got a bit of VO2 max, if you've got a bit of the old stamina about you, you'll be absolutely fine. Get yourself to the top, and there's like a little viewing platform, a viewing deck, and a massive boulder for flare JPEGs. So obviously check those out on the Insta, and if you've not seen them on the Insta, it means one thing and one thing only: you're not following me. Gareth's Right 2 daily uploads, silly content going into the old bones. And then yeah, on the way down the far side, you've got the absolute treacherous, absolutely outrageous staircase. Reminding me something like Lord of the Rings or something like that. But what comes with steep steps is ruthless views. Again, there was a few kind of like drop platforms or plateaus on that side where you can just get silly amounts of data going straight into the old system. So you can see all the beautiful different coloured waters. You've got your turquoises, your blues, your different shades of it. It is of course Christian Grey's brother, Mr. Gazwari Blue. 50 shades of the old fellas. But yeah, silly views here. Like, we expected it to be nice, like we've seen pictures online and stuff like that. Far exceed our expectations, and we've only just done the first hike. So yeah, took us 1 hour 45. I think 2 will be absolutely plenty. You want to take stops, make sure you take some water. There is nowhere to get drinks, food, anything en route. It is fairly, I guess, remote on that front, but like with any hikes and stuff like that, you are rewarded with the flare views at the old top. Got back down, There is a restaurant on the old island, so we've just gone for a little bit of lunch, a little bit of Barry Monday, of course, battered with double tartare sauce. Do you know what I mean? We're not nutters here. We want good ratios of the old tartare to the fish and chips. But yeah, box it off. Currently en route down to what is meant to be the #1 beach in the entire world for 2018, I think. This is the route down. Silly behaviour over here, but yeah, it's a banger of a day. We're still in winter and it's like 27 degrees over in Cairns. Just dropping down like the staircase, the steps. It's called Nudey Beach, so obviously Bateman is absolutely dying to get down there, get his old speeders on and get in the mixer. But I'll get the drone back up, see what we can get, see what JPEGs we can get in the system. But yeah, the lunch itself, it's like 15 quid, fish and chips. You've got 2 big pieces, to be fair. Nothing we're going to be writing home about. But yeah, it was literally like fish and chips, burger chips, this and chips. So again, there's one place in the island, you've only got one choice. So if you're not going to bring your own food, you're going to have to get yourself in there. But it's just outrageous behaviour, mate. But yeah, I'm gonna get on the beach. See you shortly. Any questions? Hit it with it down below, baby. Nudist beach, boxed off. As you can see behind me, it is an absolutely unbelievable setting. However, is it the best beach in the world still? Unfortunately, or fortunately not. Obviously, we do like a little bit of diversity, a little bit of time to mix it up. The lid is on a mad one, so we're going to send you straight up into the old Drone right now. Lovely little spot. It's about a 15-minute walk, I'd say, from where you get off the ferry and then walk down. It is a little bit up and down. It isn't the easiest walk, so you know what I mean. Accessibility, we're only going to be giving it a little 4 out of 10. When you get here, it would be ideal if you did have some flip-flops, some footwear, some crocodiles on the old feet, because it is extremely, I wouldn't say rocky, it's just stony. Emma and Bateman both had flip-flops, G-dubs, did not, so my feet were in a world of trouble to get down to the waterfront. When you get down to the front, it is absolutely, now I was going to say ice cold, it's not ice cold, it is a little bit chilly underfoot, but when you get in, the other thing that I also thought was pretty surprising, I thought we were going to be in there crystal clear waters, as you can see from like an aerial top down view. However, in there we've got the visibility of about 1 metre in front. So yeah, not the best. A few people spotting a few fish. The team unfortunately did not get to spot any, but if you do want to get in the mixer, if you do want to do a bit of snorkeling, if you do want to do a bit of exploring, make sure you bring a mask, make sure you bring a snorkel, otherwise you're not going to be able to do that, mate. But yeah, lovely little spot. I would probably say it's like a half-day activity. Do you know what I mean? We're doing this and then going to go to a bit where it's apparently a bit better for snorkeling, exploring, getting some fish into the old system. But yeah, I think you can do all 3 of these things on a little day trip. But yeah, the walk itself, I would wear your trainers to get down here, as you, well, yeah, it's pretty tough underfoot. But yeah, the beach, I'm gonna give it a strong 8 out of 10. Beautiful little setting, very secluded on a little cove, lovely colours in the water. But yeah, a little bit rocky underfoot. And yeah, for me, I think there's better out there, but it was still a banger. Just have high expectations, high standards. So we'll see you on the other beach, baby. We have a guest speaker, the most heavily requested person as always. It is yours truly, the king, GAP, Gingers and Pride. Shout out to Noreen. Final stop of the day, little snorkeling stop, just to the left of the ferry port as you get off. Em was in there, full, sponsored by Quicksilver Gears. Talk me through visibility, fish, corals.
I think it would help if I had a good set of snorkel on, but didn't get quite there. And then visibility, yeah. Quite a few factors. One, the snorkel isn't great, so the water keeps coming in, and visibility isn't great, which again might be the snorkel. So if you get yourself a good snorkel, that might not be a problem.
Yeah, I think like aesthetically, like all the beaches here, absolutely phenomenal. I didn't go snorkeling here because I was getting these drone shots, which you'll see now. But yeah, the visibility in the water was fairly limited on both beaches. But from a purely aesthetic standpoint, we're giving it a straight 10.
For sure. It is so nice. The water, just like the scenery all round. Yeah.
Yeah. The things you love to see, 10 out, cannot say much more about Fitzroy Island. It's got a bit of everything. We love a bit of adventure, we love a bit of chill, we love a little bit of exploration. So yeah, the viewpoint was good. Highlight of the day, Em?
Probably the hike. Viewpoint.
I'm going to save this for next time we're on a hike, and Emma's like, why did you drag me up here? And I'm like, for the views that are going to be coming.
Correct.
Things you love to see. We're going to be back chilling, relaxing. We have tomorrow Great Barrier Reef, full day, locked and loaded in wetsuits because apparently we're going to get stung to absolute oblivion. A few sharks in the system, so make sure you tune in for that. Any questions? Bang it in the old comments down below. Whilst you're down there, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you tomorrow, baby. Remember, the chef
Is always cooking.
Let's get it.